Hey, what's up, y'all? So, I got to thinking about Merlin Santana because Half and Half just came on Netflix. So, been kind of binge watching that. And he was on, actually, they said that was his last TV appearance before he got killed. So, it just got me to thinking about him and the Moesha curse, which is really, really very interesting to me. But we'll just read up a little on Merlin Santana, because I think everybody had a little crush on Merlin Santana. He would have been, his birthday is coming up November 9th, and he would have been 44 years old. So, Merlin Santana, he was an American actor and rapper. I guess he did a little rapping on the Steve Harvey show. Beginning his career in the early 1990s, Santana was best known for his roles as Rudy Huxtable's boyfriend Stanley on the Cosby Show, Marcus Dixon on Getting By, Marcus Henry, they gave him the same name, and Under One Roof. That was a good show, didn't last long. And Romeo Santana on the WB sitcom The Steve Harvey Show. He was born in New York to parents from the Dominican Republic. He began his career at the age of 3 as an advertising model for a fast food chain. So, they said his last movie was 2003 comedy film The Blues with Dion Richmond, which that was Kenny or Bud on the Cosby Show. So his death November, oh wait a minute, he died on November 9th. Sorry y'all, he was born on March 14th, so he would already been 44. So he died on November 9th, 2002, and he was 26. So Santana was murdered while sitting in a car in Los Angeles, California. Santana and his best friend, actor Brandon Adams, which I thought he was so cute also, were in a vehicle leaving another man's home in the Crenshaw district when the suspect Damien Andre Gates fired the shot that entered the trunk of the vehicle in which Santana was a passenger. The bullet penetrated the front right passenger headrest and entered Santana's head, killing him instantly. That is crazy. That is crazy. The one shot that entered the trunk, and it's still, man. So, it said 2003, Gates was convicted of the first-degree murder of Santana and attempted murder of Adams, and was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences plus 70 years in prison. And the other suspect, which his name was Brian Bynes, he got a 23-year sentence after pleading guilty to voluntary manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon, even though none of the shots fired from his revolver entered the vehicle. And an LAPD officer involved in the case testified that Monique King, reportedly Gates' girlfriend, age 15 at the time, falsely claimed that Santana made sexually advances towards her, which prompted Gates and Bynes attacked. In January 2004, King, the girl, she was found guilty of second-degree murder and attempted murder, but acquitted on 2 murder charges, receiving 10 years in juvenile custody. Wow. That whole thing, that like, because 2001, Aaliyah died. 9/11 in 2002, Left Eye died. Then when Merlin Santana died, which was around the same time we had the DC sniper, that was very stressful times. Very, very stressful times. And I just keep thinking that it's a shame that this all had to happen, and it's kind of like, why were they even in that? It's kind of like, it's not blaming them, but why would they put themselves in that situation, you know? And Brandon Adams, I know that he's probably never the same again. We haven't really heard much from him. It's just a horrible, horrible situation. And then, so we're going into the Moesha curse, right? Which I think people have been talking about that for many, many years. And you got Merlin Santana, Yvette Wilson, Bernie Mac, Lamont Bentley. And so it said these four, right? But it said each of them died before their 51st birthday. And allegedly within 10 years. But they also forgot Ricky Harris. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so Bernie Mac, Yvette Wilson, and Ricky Harris, they died from health issues. And Merlin Santana and Merlin Santana and Lamont Bentley died from just horrific circumstances. So if you didn't know about Lamont Bentley, apparently he was, and this is just from my memory because I was reading it, they said he didn't, so this article actually says he didn't have any drugs or alcohol in his system, but it was a car accident. Let me see. It says he had been driving at a very high speed as he headed for Rocky Peak Fire Road off-ramp. This is in California, I believe. And it says the eyewitnesses shared that Bentley's car ran through a stop sign and continued down a path of ruin until the actor, he was eventually thrown into traffic. That was just the most, that is the craziest thing. So apparently he didn't have his seatbelt on, but it says, he was struck by 5 separate cars after this, somewhat lowering his chances of survival. So, so it was saying he was clean, he wasn't drinking, had no drugs. So this part I didn't know. It said, following the announcement of his demise, his manager, Susan Ferris, said the actor had attended a screening of the indie film called Shards. She disclosed that he had been rather excited as he was set to play a major role. And he expressed hopes that starting in Shards would grant him more opportunities. So, they were talking about doing like a reboot of Moesha, but they can't really do a reboot of Moesha because, they still got they still got some main characters, but the supporting characters aren't even there, so I don't even know how that would be, and you can say they didn't even end it right anyway. They just cut it off. I think Miles got kidnapped. Miles got kidnapped, so Moesha was one of the first shows that they have added on Netflix, and they didn't give us a proper ending. So you guys know the Parkers is on, One-on-One, Girlfriends, The Game, Half and Half. I think I got them all. I think I said the Parkers, but I kind of wish that they would add some more of the black shows that we never really get to see. I was thinking about that earlier, like Amen. That was a really good show. And Amen. I guess you know the 227. 227's on Crackle, but it's not the whole season. So if they would do all 5 seasons of 227, that would be good. I can't think of any other. Let me see any other black sitcoms. They might have got them all. Black sitcoms. Thinking maybe South Central. That was only 1 or 2 seasons. Thea, that was a good one. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come through and talk a little bit about Merlin Santana. You know, sometimes, you know, that was 18 years ago, and at the time, you know, especially my type of brain, I think about that stuff constantly, and then over time you don't really think about it anymore until you see them again. So that's what kind of got all of this. Watching the Parkers, watching Yvette Wilson and Lamont Bentley, he was on there a couple times, and watching Merlin Santana the other day on Half and Half. So just crazy how life goes. But that whole Moesha curse thing is just really, really crazy. And then you guys probably know when Brandy had got to that whole situation about her causing that accident that made that lady die. So I don't know, y'all. That thing, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Just really makes you think. So I'd like to know your comments. Comment down below, and don't forget to rate the video and subscribe. And we'll talk next time.